Hammond, you still haven't explained why you need two paleontologists at your theme park.
Well, you see, Dr. Grant, it's a very special kind of park. Spared no expense. The attractions will drive kids out of their minds.
What are they?
Well, they're like small versions of adults, but that's not important right now.
So, you two, you're paleontologists, right? How'd you get into that?
Me? Oh, well, when I was a kid, I used to really dig dinosaurs. And now I really dig dinosaurs.
Rawr.
You'll have to forgive Dr. Malcolm here. For the mathematician, he suffers from a deplorable excess of personality.
Chaos-statistician, actually. You've heard of chaos theory. Nonlinear equations, bifocal haberdashery template, strange attractors. Dr. Sattler, I refuse to believe you aren't familiar with the concept of attraction.
Well, once you see the park, you'll understand. And then once you sign off on it, I'll get these blood-sucking lawyers off my back.
Hey, blood-sucking, that was the last show.
Yes, this is my lawyer, Ms. Gennaro.
Bert! Sorry, seagull came out from nowhere.
Birds. They're everywhere. Monstrous, tiny dinosaurs.
And here's my head of IT, Mr. Nerdy.
Nedry. That's a genius systems designer, Call of Duty, Twitch streamer, and expert hacker. Actually. Hey, idiot. Didn't you see I'm AFK? Are you some tube? YF, man? Now stop it or I'm going to go all CQC on your butt. Man, Animal Crossing's intense.
Let's get this straight, Mr. Hammond. This is a serious investigation, not a weekend excursion. Your investors are deeply concerned. If what you say is true, then we can charge whatever we want for visitors to this park. 2,000 a day, 10,000 a day. So we need it to be safe. Nobody wants rich people's kids getting hurt.
Donna, this park wasn't designed to cater only for the super rich.
Of course, we'll have a coupon day or something.
Champion idea. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Triassic Park.
All right, Dodgson.
You shouldn't use my name, Nerdy.
Yeah, it's Nedry, not nerdy. This is a secure Zoom call. No one can hear you.
That is not what the terms and conditions say.
Nobody reads those. Why are you dressed like a secret agent? Oh, hang on.
Now, $7.50. And 50 more for each species you can get. Yes. Remember, viable embryos, otherwise they are no use to us.
Of course. Oh, hang on.
Damn it, Nerdy, are you even
not that one. This one. Not that one. That's not the one I meant. This one.
Will you stop? Nerdy, take this seriously. Do you even know what we are talking about here?
Holy! I know all about the birds and the bees. I've done it. Loads, obviously. With real people who exist and everything. But how do I transport these dino embryo thingies?
I sent you one of Lee's of eBay. Reverse psychology. What is your plan to beat security?
Dude, I'm an elite hacker. I've rerouted their mainframe and coded an 18-minute window where their Wi-Fi will mysteriously stop working. I'll be invincible.
Nice to have a little spin on the way down to the visitor centre. Do you like the car? No expense spared, obviously. Oh, you'll like this.
Oh, this shouldn't be here. Alan, this species of plant has been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, look at it, it's humongous. So realistic.
Ellie, look up.
Oh my, look at that.
It's a dinosaur.
He did it. The crazy son of a gun. That little lady is a...
Brachiosaurus. It's magnificent. Look at its feet. Look at its nose. Look at its snot.
Its neck's got to be what, 25, 27 feet?
Gerald, about 30 feet.
I've seen bigger.
What do they eat? How do they poo? How fast do they run?
Trees, frequently, and, well, the Brachiosaurus is relatively slow, at 20 miles per hour.
Relatively slow.
Well, you clock the T-Rex at 38 miles per hour.
You have a T-Rex?
You have a... I'm feeling faint.
Oh, put your head between your knees.
Or mine if you like.
Dr. Grant, Dr. Sattler, welcome to Triassic Park.
I still can't believe it.
That was the most incredible experience of my life.
You clearly not seen my my guest room jacuzzi yet.
We're going to make a fortune. We can charge millions.
But how? How is this even possible?
Well, maybe this high-tech presentation will explain. It was all too easy, really. Can't believe no one did it sooner. I don't know what all those scientists were wasting their time doing when they could have been making dinosaurs.
Well, probably trying to find a vaccine for the coronavirus.
It all starts with one little prick.
Welcome to science. We took 100-million-year-old dinosaur blood, preserved in precious amber, and combined it with cutting-edge technology to create dinosaurs. Dinosaurs use an exclusive vitamin-rich formula featuring frog DNA that penetrates every cell, fortified with nourishing botanicals and mineral extracts for all-day strength, moisture, and maximum shine. Maybe we're born with it. Maybe it's dinosaurs. Dinosaur.
See? Easy.
That
I know. Fantastic video, wasn't it? I got hold of those people who do all those complicated science explanations for shampoo commercials to write it. Spared no expense.
But why do you use frog DNA and not bird DNA? Dinosaurs and birds are far more closely related. I mean, have you ever met a chicken? Tiny dinosaurs.
Well, of course there were some mistakes. First, you couldn't bring back something that's been dead for 65 million years without some failed experiments. But now I'm about to show you it's top secret. If anyone makes a movie about this park and those experiments, we won't show it there.
A movie! Great idea. Think of the merchandising opportunities. And once we've made one movie, we can make thousands of lousy sequels and people will still keep watching as long as the first one was
sorry,
good.
You said something about failed experiments.
Ah, yes. Well, we mixed dino DNA with some frog DNA, and then we put in too much frog. And he kept moping around saying how it isn't easy being green, and then left a shacket with some fancy pig and bear with a hat. I think he's in Hollywood now. Then we thought we got it, but instead of mixing dino DNA with frog DNA, we mixed it with toad instead. We were ambivalent with our amphibians, as it were, and it didn't work very well.
I say, Ratty, isn't it time to go and visit Merrily on the riverbank? I'm parched and I could murder a cup of tea with a cucumber sandwich. Oh, we could take my motor car. Poop, poop!
Baffling.
Buffoling. But then we had one more try. Could DNA be viable for 65 million years? How far back could we go? What's the oldest thing we could bring back to life? We got back, way back. Here, let me show you.
Nice to see you, Nice. Higher, lower, a cuddly toy.
The Bruce Forsythirus. My finest achievement.
Welcome to the regeneration game. Good game, good game. It's time to come dancing.
Wow, and don't you think there's some ethical problems with bringing back some of these creatures?
Not to mention copyright, libel, taste.
Yes, delightful, aren't they? Look, here's Dr. Wu, our head scientist.
Heavens, you have returned! Another triumph! One of the eggs is hatching.
Ah, perfect timing. Gather round, everyone.
It's alive!
Oh, there, my pretty. There, my. Oh, I name you Gerald. How?
I don't think its name is Gerald.
Ha!
Sorry?
Gerald is a girl. All of my glorious creations here are female, and Hammond has named them all Gerald.
Gerald's a nice name. My mother was called Gerald.
Well, it's all getting a bit confusing now, so could you possibly...
Why are all the dinosaurs female?
We don't want any uncontrolled mating in Triassic Park.
Well, that's a disappointment.
Is this dinosaur a velociraptor?
Why, yes. One of my most incredible creations.
You bred raptors? You're insane.
Or maybe I'm not insane enough. This is only the beginning. Next, I shall combine the DNA of several dinosaurs together to create more and more dangerous, beautiful creations that still have functionally the same role in the plot as the originals, but which people seem inexplicably excited to see.
More importantly, are you ever going to give them feathers?
Of course not. That would double the visual effects budget. That's why all the frog DNA, to get rid of them. No one wants floofy murder chickens.
What did I tell you? Tiny dinosaurs.
Although, maybe...
Oh, what lovely weather. Perhaps it's time we saw our raptor pack. They're fully grown and particularly vicious. Rip your hand off just to look at you. Yes, in fact, I think it's almost dinner time. We can watch on the camera.
You know, we could charge people extra to watch them do a live feed on a live feed.
As I was saying, we've got a lovely spread for lunch. Our gourmet chef Jamie has made the most...
What are they doing?
Well, feeding them. Jamie's prepared a scintillating Chilean sea bass supreme, I believe. With a buttery biscuit base and no soggy bottom.
There's nothing wrong with a soggy bottom.
They should all be destroyed.
Meet Muldoon, my game warden.
Arr.
Poached him from Disneyland. Found him on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Bit of an alarmist, but knows more about raptors than anyone else.
Ooh, do they show intelligence?
Yes, their brain cavities.
They be murderous at 8 months, and I do mean lethal, the scurvy dogs, and terrifyingly clever. Especially Gerald, that one. You can see the workings of her tiny evil mind. That's why we feed them like this. They've been probing the fences systematically.
Nothing like a good probing.
Delightful. Who's up for some lunch?
That lunch was brilliant. This is just fantastic. We are going to make a fortune off this place.
I'm not so sure.
Are you kidding? People are going to go crazy to come here. We can charge whatever we want. And the merchandising, lunchboxes, toys, Netflix, Lego specials.
I just think this whole thing is a bad idea. For one, this coffee tastes like mud.
Of course, it's fresh ground.
I agree with Grant. This is a recipe for disaster.
Nonsense. That's a recipe for coffee. And anyway, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, you didn't just bring back the Vegisauruses, but the Meatisauruses too. And in my expert paleontological opinion, Meatisauruses eat meat. And you know what's made of meat? People are made of meat.
You can't just bring dinosaurs back from extinction and expect them to behave.
They have no idea what century they're in. How are they going to react when they can't figure out how to use their new iPhone?
Or the latest Zoom features.
Life will find a way.
And people will get eaten.
Oh, why is it it's only the creepy lawyer, the only one that agrees with me?
Hey, I'm not a creepy lawyer. I'm a great lawyer. A good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge.
At least I only screw one person at a time.
Wonderful, splendid. How did you end up specialising dinosaurs, Dr. Sattler?
Oh, well, my PhD was in classifying dinosaurs into families, examining similarities, differences. But my doctor told me I wasn't getting enough vitamin D, so recently I've been spending more time outside on digs.
So you were a properly paleontologist, and now you're a proper paleontologist.
Oh, don't encourage him.
Well, how about you, Dr. Grant? How come you're not as pale as Dr. Sattler?
Oh, I did all my research out of doors.
So you could say you were outstanding in your field.
Don't encourage him.
I know. What about a tour of the island? That will definitely convince you to endorse the park. It will be an experience you'll never forget. And who better to experience it with than our key audience?
Millionaires!
No, children. Meet my irritating grandkids, Lex and Tim.
Yay, Grandpa! Can I get a dinosaur as a pet?
I want more ice cream!
Toilet.
Okay, well, enjoy your tour, everyone. Alexa, bring the cars round. You'll see everything's automated around here.
Automated?
Or automated. Just like everything else on the island. Spared no expense. Now, toodaloo.
I can't wait to get closer to real dinosaurs.
Where is the dinosaur? Why won't it come out?
Maybe scared of your face.
Oh, I'd be more scared of them. Dilophosaurus are pretty vicious if provoked. They spray a sticky liquid into your face before they gobble you up.
Sounds like a weekend in Mar-a-Lago.
It's highly acidic. It'll melt your eyes and sinuses into a pool of gooey, vicious jello.
Cool. I want some jello.
Hello and welcome to Triassic Park. I'll be your guide as we show you the wonders of creation on this living planet through 100 million years of evolution, right outside your car window in glorious high definition.
Is that David Attenborough?
Of course, it's me, David Attenborough. I was furloughed by the BBC, and the last thing people wanted in a pandemic was a geriatric outside touring 7 worlds. So this is David, working from home, no toilet paper, no flour, but plenty of gin, introducing viewers to prehistoric planet Earth in a third-rate parody of a second-rate film in glorious high definition.
But, what do you know about dinosaurs?
Well, all I need is a reassuring voice. I don't need to know anything about nature. And frankly, at this point in my career, I can just let the camera crew spend 6 months suspended from an iceberg to film a polar bear having a poo on the blue planet. But rest assured, now that the apocalypse is here, all that will survive is locusts, the Queen, and myself, David Attenborough, sitting in my garden shed in my wife fronts, broadcasting in glorious high definition, except for viewers in Wales.
Is that a dinosaur?
No, Doofus, it's a goat. Obviously.
What do you call a dinosaur with no eyes?
Please stop.
Do you think he saw us?
Oh, I know one. What does a Triceratops sit on? On his Triceratops bottom!
What do you call a dinosaur fat? A blast in the past.
5 weeks of lockdown, and you would have thought we would come up with better jokes than this.
The T-Rex might show up any minute.
Well, that was thrilling. All we've seen at this point are some pot plants, a goat having a nap, and hi, Hammond, are there actually going to be any dinosaurs on this, dinosaur tour? This is worse than Whipsnade.
I hope this isn't a waste of time. Time is money.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs eat man. Women inherit the earth.
Inheritance is disputed. Lawyers take Earth in litigation fees.
Wait, what's that? It looks like a sick Triceratops to me. And is that Mr. Muldoon?
Ooh, I want to see.
Oh.
Arr, she be real sick, so she be.
What's wrong with her?
Not a blinking clue. It's not like I studied dinosaurs at pirate vet school, is it?
Can I take a look?
Be my guest.
Looks like she's eaten something strange. I know, I need to see all the poo, please.
If you're sure.
Oh, no, not your poo, her poo. The Triceratops dung.
Right, that's right. Here you go. Ah.
Ooh, lovely.
Okay. Are you some sort of poo expert then?
Well, I can definitely see that she's eaten some nuts.
Aye, I see a bit of sweet corn there as well.
Hmm.
Okay, that's
I'm getting some notes of lychee and a hint of butteriness with an oaky finish.
right. I see. This is getting on the unorthodox end of the scientific spectrum for my tastes. No, that's uncomfortable. That's just outright not really okay. I be going now. This is right. Okay. Muldoon be leaving quietly now. Where did it?
I think there's definitely something wrong with her. Definitely something wrong, and we should take her back to base and see what more we can find out.
Everything all right? Where's Dr. Sattler?
She's got her hands full. It's the fuzz.
Hello. I am sorry, sir, but are all these people your family members? Are you sure this is necessary travel?
I'll handle this. Look, my client is guilty as hell. So how much do you want?
Test subjects! Guests! Weather reports indicating an approaching extreme weather event. This requires your retrieval to the base. Please stay inside the cars and hold on. The cars are returning to the garage. Nature is healing. But the incoming storm is gaining intensity.
Well, that's a disappointment. I was hoping at least one of the dinos would have eaten something interesting in front of my grandkids.
It could have been a lot worse. I made those velociraptors at least 4 times bigger than the original species.
Hey guys, I'm going to the toilet for a while. I've set off a system check compiling the object orientations in my kernel, and it's really complicated, and you wouldn't understand. And some of the cameras might go off, or on a bit, or off a bit, mostly off. But it's not anything you should worry about, or check up on, or think too hard about. Bye.
That made no sense whatsoever, even to me. I'm going
It'll
to...
be fine.
Wait, some of the security systems are going offline.
Well, he said that would happen, didn't he?
And he seems to have left a rude picture on this computer screen in ASCII art.
Oh, his whole machine is set up with lots of those. It's how he goes through the system with all those little pictures. I suppose some of them are a bit inappropriate, though.
Typical computer programmer. Really bad at eye contact.
Splendid. Let's see what they're saying in the cars.
Yeah, right. I love kids, wives too. Always on the lookout for the next Mrs. X Malcolm. So the lovely Dr. Sattler, she's not available, is she?
What did I touch?
Why have we stopped?
Fine, just look at the nice goat over there.
I told you, chaos.
Ah, look what I found in the back.
Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Then it's expensive. Put it back. I told you, look at the fun goat. Have a glass of water, I don't care.
Guys, where's the goat? She left us.
When you gotta go, I guess.
Gennaro, you still got your camera on? You might want to... nobody move! Its vision is based on movement.
Gennaro, darling, hide me!
I'm not letting you in here.
Ah!
Run!
Join us next week for Act 2 of Triassic Park. Will the dinosaur survive? Will Malcolm get his end away? Will the scriptwriters get some better jokes? Broadcasting live from the CoroNet Theatre in glorious high definition.